Hello, and welcome to the Poe-Cast. I'm Christopher, and...
Yeah, come on, get a barrel
Benjamin.
roll! Yeah!
Benjamin.
Do a barrel roll! Do a barrel roll. What? Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel
roll. What? I just lost a kill.
Hello and welcome to the Poe-Cast. I'm Benjamin.
And I'm Christopher.
And I'm Jonathan.
And this is George, whom you have met before.
Right. And he has a haircut. And
Yes,
it is quite
he does.
lovely.
Yes.
It is.
He's quite happy with himself.
So, you're wondering why all three of us are in the same room together. Well, I'd like to tell you we've gathered you here for a secret mission, which... Oh, no.
That was good. You should have kept going with that.
I should have kept going with it, but I couldn't think of anything else to go with. But this
Yeah.
is kind of just a continued update on why we're making these video and seeing all of our
actually,
faces.
like,
Yeah.
making a video.
and actually making a
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're also going to be talking more about stuff rather than just word vomiting.
Yes.
And it's
So-
going to be weird because I'm going to keep reacting to what the camera does. It just did like a flipperoo thing. Okay, never mind.
What do you mean it did a flip?
It is like
Like
Jonathan
it was
was,
reversed.
Jonathan was on the left side, you were on the right side.
Yes.
And it went, it doesn't matter.
You are
I'm-
seeing things.
No, I saw it too.
You're
It
both
did it.
seeing things.
Oh.
I'm sure it
Okay.
did it.
Anyway, so we're just like rambling. You met Jonathan in the Quidditch World Cup videos, and George is leaving. And you met Benjamin and I. Our faces.
And now you can tell that I do
yeah.
actually eat things while I'm talking.
Yes. What are you? Oh, we have. Yes, we have food.
Yeah.
We actually.
Anyway.
food is an important part.
If
of the
you ever were
podcast.
wondering what we do during the Poe-Cast, this is pretty much it.
Yeah.
I stick stuff in my mouth. Christopher gives me food if he's in person, or I'm eating it. Whatever. But anyways.
Mm-hmm. I know my mouth
You were
is
wanting to
awful.
talk about a TV show you
Smokies.
finished recently, and his mouth is full.
Falafel.
So, technical difficulties.
Mm-hmm.
In case if any of you were wondering what game I was playing, it's War Thunder, which I've talked about. You can kind of see my Dauntless SBD-3 American dive bomber rotating in the back here. If you can't, too bad. Oh, we're going to be trying to do more Let's Play videos. I am still trying to encourage Christopher to do solo videos, which is slowly but surely working. And I haven't really talked to Jonathan about this yet, but you should get some solo videos out as well.
Okay.
That'd be awesome. So
Sure.
Jonathan's like been fully inducted as a co-host.
This is his full induction.
Okay. Am I supposed
Where's
to
the
be
sword?
knighted now? Right there.
This is going to be awesome. No, you have to kneel. There we
Right.
go.
Mine. Okay.
I now induct. Well, you can't even see me. I now induct thee into the Poe-Cast. There, it's official. Technical difficulties are over. This will happen a lot in the first early videos because, well, I mean, we're just starting.
So yeah, we're just starting, but I think we're going to have a lot of fun doing this, and I think it's going to improve the show entirely.
So, what was that TV show you want to talk about, Christopher? What is this?
Falafel.
Okay. People will disappear, come and go, but Jonathan will be back. He had to deal with the devil in the closet. It magically appeared, and
You're hearing the closet right there.
yes.
Okay, so while Jonathan's gone, I'm quickly going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I just finished watching.
Oh, he dealt with it really quick.
That wasn't a devil in the closet.
Wasn't a devil in the closet? What
That
was
was
it?
too quick.
Had to have been something. Oh, it's just George.
What an... Okay, so we're just going to restart all this.
Ah, that's spicy.
You were warned.
I was warned.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
We're just gonna see her record. Christopher snuggling with George, and me eating a falafel. Oh, that was you. I was like, George is like, I don't want to put the wallet out.
So, I just finished watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it was fantastic.
I've only seen a couple episodes.
You need to see the whole thing.
I saw the entire first season of Korra. The only reason I watched it is because I was kind of into steampunk at that time, and I heard it was steampunk-y, and I watched it and I loved it.
You loved it. Okay.
I did.
From a whole story standpoint.
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
And production quality.
But ironically enough, I like the flashbacks more. But
The flashbacks to...
Do you like Aang when he was older? And still,
Okay, but see, that's cool. Because I was unsure if they actually included stuff like that.
they do.
That's
They do.
good.
They do.
So we're still eating, you go get food. Eat pie.
It's spicy.
Or spicy falafel. Jonathan just magically reappeared. The best thing about Avatar, The Last Airbender, was that, yes, they allowed themselves to have one-off episodes, but they never felt pointless. They never felt like filler. And with the whole story, they always were driving it forward, and they made a promise at the beginning of the very first season that they fulfilled at the end of the very last season. So it literally was gun on the mantelpiece, gun was shot, everything was... Actually, not everything was wrapped up.
Which is okay.
Spoiler alert, you don't find out what happens to Zuko's mother by the end of the third season.
Dang it, now I can't watch it. You just spoiled it, the entire thing. Roseanne again.
That was the most tiny spoiler, and I actually thought they were going to lay out the entire story of what happened to Zuko's mother in the first season of Korra. So you probably know more than I do, and don't spoil it. But what I liked was that literally they fulfilled the promise that they made in episode 1, season 1, and then had 5 minutes to wrap up everybody's story, and that was it. They didn't try to drag it on for a 4th season. They had their self-contained story, they finished their story, and that was it. It was very well done, which is something that I think that some TV shows kind of lack.
Except for Clone Wars.
Clone Wars
Clone Wars was awesome. And actually, did you know that Dave Filoni,
worked
the
on both.
supervising director and executive producer of both Star Wars: The Clone Wars and the upcoming
Rebels.
Star Wars Rebels, actually wrote and directed and art designed some episodes for season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Really? Actually, I think I had heard that somewhere now.
I think we probably talked about it, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, that was part of the reason why I really wanted to see Last Airbender, because Dave Filoni worked on it, and I'm a big fan of his. He's a great artist too. Have you seen his art?
I haven't seen his art.
Oh, you need to see his art. It's great. A lot of the concept art for Clone Wars he's actually done. And
I'm just excited that Rebels is going to be more heavily based on Ralph McQuarrie.
Ralph McQuarrie, yeah.
That is really cool.
And if you noticed, J.J. Abrams has his new little teaser with that new X-Wing, which looks remarkably like a Z95 Headhunter. I know
That's what I was
I
thinking.
know it's not, but when you look at a comparison picture, it's actually the original X-Wing, except
Really?
without 4 wings. Yeah.
Huh.
Well, actually, it does have 4 wings.
It does?
Yes.
They're really weirdly folded then. I guess they fold like behind each other, and then
Yeah, they're
Okay.
behind each other because
Oh,
you can
really?
see one curving up and the other one curving down.
so it's
at
just
the
a
very
4-wing,
end of it.
2-engine instead because
I
like
saw that it had 2 guns.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's got 2 guns.
yeah the
on
Ralph
it, and
the Ralph McQuarrie was actually like 4 engines, but they looked like one giant engine.
they were
on each side, which
half
split in half.
circles
Oh.
instead
But this
of
one's
the 4
one
circles
giant
of the
engine, which
X-Wing.
apparently, I guess since it does have 4 wings, they just rotate around the engine.
Yeah, which I think will be cool.
Yeah.
It's
exciting.
it's a nice mix between the Z95, between the original Ralph McQuarrie X-Wing and the original trilogy X-Wing.
And I know
honestly,
I know this is a really big. I'm not gonna say prophecy. What's the word I'm looking for? Because I did this with the Inquisitor.
Speculation.
Prediction. I know this is a really big speculation / prediction, but I kind of want to say that J.J. Abrams might be keeping with the Imperial / Galactic Alliance merging. The reason I say this, and I know this is a huge speculation, Benjamin gets thrown out the window because it's such ridiculous speculation, just because that little mouse droid rolled onto the set and rolled underneath the X-Wing in a way. I know.
that is okay.
Yeah.
It's
Here's the
big,
thing.
but it's just me like,
Yeah.
that'd be kind of cool. I mean, that other than Mouse Droid being there for J.J. Abrams to yell at, there had to have been a reason he
Yeah.
picked it to roll through there.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams
I see him being
Well,
far too
okay.
clever than just saying, have a mouse droid roll around.
Okay, but here's the thing. You know, with Star Trek Into Darkness, he basically denied that Benedict Cumberbatch was playing Khan. He was like, oh, it's not Khan. Oh, it's not Khan. Oh, it's not Khan. Oh, it's not Khan. And then it turned out to actually be Khan. He could just be playing us. But who knows?
He could. I just loved his little spoiler thing with everyone leaking pictures of the Falcon. He's like, hey, and he wrote a note, stop leaking pictures of the Falcon, and he put it on the Jarek table.
Well, he said, stop making wild accusations that the Millennium Falcon is actually in this film. And it's sitting right on the Dejarik table
you're just like,
from the Millennium Falcon. It was
He's
like,
so clever.
well played. Well played. So, we're going to wrap up. Something that I would like to do is, in addition to doing video game Let's Plays...
Which we are working on computer recording software so that
Yes.
you can see the actual computer screen as opposed to what's
Camera,
happening now.
Yeah. Which also, I think, will help, because we can do episodes over Skype and record us and you actually see us.
Multiplayer!
Which will be more fun than you just sitting at a picture looking at a propeller. Yes.
Or
It'd be like this all the time. Anyway, something else that I want to do is, besides... Benjamin,
Keep
please-
talking.
Please don't kill my stuff.
I'm not going to kill your stuff. I'm going to try to be epic.
I don't know what you're doing. What do you do?
Epic! Oh, that was slightly epic.
See? Anyway, so something else that I want to do besides video game Let's Plays is board game Let's Plays. All of you should go buy this from the Cafe Lefe's Creations Etsy shop.
That
Link in the doobly-doo.
We'll have a link in the doobly-doo. They make all kinds of fandom little products. These are rupee bags. This one is from Skyward Sword. They have them from every game, and they're destroying everything. Okay,
We're not. Anyways.
yes, these are games...
the board game. Internet the board game right here.
Yes, trolls are coming to destroy your castle. Carcassonne is a classic. The Resistance is a really fun bluffing game. It's actually a lot like Mafia, but there's structure to it.
Like literal Mafia where everyone sits in a circle. Oh.
It's basically a 5-player game. There are 3 people who are loyal to the Resistance, and then there are 2 traitors. I'll put a link to Will Wheaton's
Guess who's gonna be
Let's
a
Play of
traitor.
it. Oh, it's different every
It's
time.
random. Yeah.
Love Letter, which is a great trumping game. It's really, really quick. We literally can play it in 5 minutes. It's that quick and that fun. Hanabi, this is an interesting game. It's a cooperative card game. So everybody sits around in a circle, and you can see everybody's cards except your own. And it goes around in a circle.
Ah, okay.
And
so
you're
you're
trying
holding
to
your
give,
hands out.
Right, and
Okay.
you're trying to give information to each other to help complete the sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in blue, white, red, whatever. But you can't see your cards. So you have 3 actions, basically. You can play a card, which if you get it wrong, the bomb gets closer to exploding. You can discard a card, in which case you get time back, or you can give information which spends time. And you basically get to point at a card or cards and say, you have 3 5s, or you have 2 blues, something like that. It's quite difficult.
This is a really fun game.
It's
this
really
is a good party game.
It is
good
a good party
game. If you have a small party.
And a game that I have been wanting to get for a long time, and we are all definitely going to play, is Castle Panic. This is basically a tower defense video game in a board game form, and it is possibly one of the coolest, smoothest, most intuitive board game systems that I've ever seen.
That's not a troll. Those are orcs. Oh, that's an orc.
That's an orc, that's a troll, that's a goblin.
That looks like a big
See?
orc.
Well, they're
Whatever.
fine.
I think. Is there anything else we?
Nope, I think we're done.
Well, anyways, I think that's about it for the podcast. Anyways, I'm Benjamin.
And I'm Christopher.
And this is the mime.
And I am calling that done.
I think
Thank
we're
you
done.
for watching.
We're done. Shut it off. Shut it off.
Did you turn it off?
No,
You
I
haven't
didn't.
turned it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.